Okay, yeah, I see you.
Alright, cool. Congratulations, Mr. Fred. You've been elected president of a country. Pick one. It is the 1st of January, 1936. Mr. Mustache Man is probably about to try and conquer the world. You're welcome to try and join him in that quest or try to stop him. Or just, play Afghanistan and sit in the corner of the room for 5 minutes.
I like to fucking play. So it's like what? Like you can play French, you can play English,
Yeah,
you
so
can play.
basically it's a strategy game where you play as a country. So there
I see.
are larger countries like France, UK, Britain, which may involve big decisions, or you could play like, Portugal, where you don't have to get involved in the war unless you want to.
So can I play as Cuba if I wanted to, or no?
Absolutely. You want to do a fucking Hoi4 game as Cuba? Let's fucking go.
Yeah, fucking Cuban, my Cuban heritage, you know.
Alright, cool. Would you like World War II to happen as it did in the history books, or do you want to go wild?
I want Cuba to be the supreme ruler of the world.
Okay, I'm talking about the rest of the world. Do you want history to happen as it did historically, or are you okay with wacky things like Britain going fascist?
I'm okay with wacky things happening.
Cool, wonderful. I like you already.
I'm about Fidel Castro this shit.
That is, mate, Cuba, what's it called? Communist Cuba is absolutely something we can accomplish.
Yeah, but I'll make my ancestors proud.
There you go.
Hypothetically.
Alright, let us see where this is going.
It occasionally loads a little bit, so
Yeah, no worries.
bear with me. Yeah, bear with me.
Congratulations, Mr. President Jose Agrippi Barnett. You are you have been democratically elected the leader of Cuba. We are not a world power, unfortunately. We have a whopping 3 million people on our tiny island. We are relatively stable, politically speaking, though we are not super into war, as you can probably tell. We have 4 factories. For reference, America right next to us has about 200. We are pretty good on logistics and trains. The Grand Cuban Army consists of a single infantry, a single cavalry division. We have no navy and no air force. And it shall be up to you to guide our country to greatness.
Is it how hard would it be to develop our air support?
Let's see how we do that. So we're going to start by picking a national focus. So this is where you want the country to focus on. So we can focus on our political effort, which could involve going down the political correctionist path. That may involve indoctrination and political commissars. We could focus on our industry, focus on grabbing a few naval dockyards, or focusing on building some air bases in Cuba. Or the army.
Air bases.
Alright, aviation effort. This will take 70 days. At the end of it, we'll have 2 air bases in Cuba, and our next air doctrine will be cheaper.
Interesting.
Research. We have 2 research slots. We get more of these by developing our industry. Where would you like to start our research, Monsieur Presidente? Shall we be focusing on our industry, computers, planes, ships, artillery, tanks, infantry, or MISC?
What's MISC about? What is that about?
What?
What's MISC about?
Miscellaneous is infantry support. So this is like shovels, recon elements, less logistical usage, trucks, field hospitals, trains, armored trains, railway guns, trucks.
Let's see. Right now we should probably focus on airplane, like air support or like aviation.
Aviation. All right. We don't know a fucking thing about airports here in Cuba, unfortunately. We can make small airplanes, medium-sized airplanes, big airplanes. The bigger the airframe, obviously, the more expensive it is to produce, but obviously we can put more guns and or fuel tanks on it. We'd also have to, unfortunately, invent guns and or fuel tanks, because we know fucking nothing about airplanes right now.
We should probably start with the basics, as in, like, light planes.
Alright, interwar small airframed. And our second research slot?
This is still in the plane, right? Or
we could still keep focusing on planes. We can go to our industry, computers. You want to focus on planes? Do you want to invent the gun for the plane? Airplane engines, airplane bombs.
Let's go with computers, Put computers on our
plane. Alright. This will allow us to basically research everything faster, the more we focus on computers.
Actually, that's pretty good if we want to research planes more, right?
Perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm.
So we're focusing
My,
on mechanical engineering and small airframes.
yes.
Buildings. What would we like to build in Cuba? Currently, we have the Cuban economy consists of a single railway from Guantanamo to Havana, and that is our entire industry right now.
And so it's one big strip of train, basically,
Basically,
right?
one big strip of train. We can improve that train. Infrastructure, airbase. We could build more naval bases, build more air bases. Unfortunately, we don't actually have any space on our island to build more factories. We have a tiny ass fucking island.
What?
Shall we improve the infrastructure, sir?
Say again?
Do you want us to improve the infrastructure? Do you want us to improve an airbase? What do you want to build on our island?
I forgot. Infrastructure is like, overall general.
Yeah, so
Making it.
infrastructure increases supply, it increases the amount of chromium we're pulling out of our mines. It will also increase our division speed through our territory.
I think we should probably focus on infrastructure too.
That is one thing we do have going for Cuba. We have like a shit ton of chromium. We are the second greatest chromium exporter in the world.
I forgot what's chromium. It's like a major part for like planes and speeders and shit.
It's really great for really advanced engines. Unfortunately, it's 1936, so no one's gonna want to buy this for a while.
Hey man, as soon as we hit big with
it's basically us and Turkey are the only countries in the game with chromium. And what about the army, sir? What shall we do with that?
Oh.
They're currently parked in Havana.
Probably reinforce it, like add more.
Alright, we will be building guns as fast as we can and getting as much manpower into the army as possible.
Yeah, just.
Unfortunately, we do not have any generals. Which of these two fine gentlemen would you like to promote to general with 0 experience?
Which one looks cool? Which one looks like? Is there portraits or is it just?
There are portraits, yes. So we have this guy commanding our infantry division, this guy commanding our cavalry division. Which of these idiots is becoming a general? Because we need one of those.
Okay, fucking.
They both have 0 experience.
Get the second one. He looks like he can learn.
Alright, he is a career officer. He is our glorious general.
He looks like one of my uncles, actually. I'm not gonna lie. He does kind of look like one of my uncles.
Guantanamo. Wonderful.
Guantanamo.
Alright, and now time is moving. We are building infrastructure. We are worrying about aviation effort. We don't have any need for additional guns. Really? We don't need additional guns? We are...
Really?
I think we're in the... Yeah, we are missing about 400 guns per division here.
Oh boy.
Oh, there we go. Just updated. Yeah, we are missing 500 guns to what's called fill out our 2 infantry divisions. But we're making 6 of them a day because we do have a little bit of steel here on this island. 5.
What are the other islands around us?
We've got the Bahamas over here, Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, the Leeward Islands, the French Caribbean, even some Dutch islands down here as well.
Which one's the weakest? I'm curious.
I mean, probably Jamaica, but they're owned by Britain, so, that would involve declaring war on the strongest fucking country in the game. And news, Mr. President. Italy has moved to annex the Sultanate of Asia.
Where the hell is that? It's like...
over here, Mr. President. Italy is currently at war with Ethiopia, and they're threatening to annex this tiny African nation. And they've declared war on them.
Okay, yeah, so annex means like...
Take
over. Like make them take over, there we go.
Completely annex. So Italy has declared war on this tiny nation, and... Oh, shit! Alright. A sudden Wehrmacht coup led by the famed Field Marshal August von Mackensen has triggered a civil war in Nazi Germany early this morning. Fascists, royalists, and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen, and military units have been removed from the border to cede to this internal threat. The fascists, under orders of Hitler, have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than see it fall to the traitorous Germans. So, this is some of that wacky old history I was talking about. Germany's in a civil war.
Oh boy.
Bet you didn't expect that in the first 5 seconds of the game.
So, like, as in civil war, as in, like, okay, I see.
Look at the map.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that happened. That's the wacky old history we were talking about. Unfortunately, we are neither non-aligned nor fascist, so we cannot really intervene in this civil war. But the air bases are done. What do we want to focus on next? Shall we focus on our industry, turning communist, building some naval dockyards.
So, I'm trying to think here.
Yeah, it's a strategy game.
Yes.
If you want suggestions, I can give you suggestions.
Yeah, can you? I'm kind of
All right, our
stuck here.
industry right now is shit, so I would suggest focusing on the industry. That'll also let us research more than 2 things at once.
Yeah, let's do that.
Gonna focus on making a great leap forward.
Yeah, great leap.
Oh,
Yeah.
and more news, Mr. President. Turkey has chosen to remilitarize the Turkish Straits here. Turkey has complete control over the traffic that passes through the Bosphorus, and it almost led to a war with the Soviets, but they prevented it.
Just kind of. Alright, so, oh boy. Not gonna lie, I kind of chose the very fucking.
I mean, we're not going to get invaded unless we do get ourselves involved.
True.
Research on the computers is done, sir. Where shall we continue focusing? More computers? Shall we focus on our industry, airplanes?
Industry. Yeah, definitely industry.
Alright, 3 options. We can invent the wrench, which will help us build stuff faster. Construction, which will let us construct things faster. Or fuel silos to fit our excess oil. We do not produce oil.
Wrenches.
Alright, cool. We will build our guns slightly faster. We can spend some political power to improve the stability of our country. This will reduce our factory output in the short term, but the long-term benefits will be worth it.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, so this will make our weapons factories slightly shittier in the short term, but in the long term will become a more stable country. And oh Jesus, a group of young officers have succeeded in toppling over the government of Japan and reinstating the emperor as the supreme ruler of the Japanese nation. So Japan ain't fascist anymore.
So it's like royalists, basically.
Yeah.
Or like...
So Japan is now like, rather than being fascist, they're now like super monarchist. He has made clear overturns of reconciliation with China and the colonial powers of the Pacific. I think that means Italy is the only fascist nation left.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they say in a world without this. Welcome to wacky old history land. Italy is the major fascist stronghold now.
I mean, how tough is Italy, speaking? Like, how tough are they?
According to our spy network, which, to be fair, is not very good, their army size is anywhere between 200,000 to 360,000 right now.
And how much do we have?
8,000.
8,000.
Yeah, we probably can't take Italy, sir.
I mean...
We are Cuba.
Could we... Okay, so what...
We could embargo them.
I don't think that's gonna really...
Probably not.
So what are islands again by us? Besides America?
Islands that are not occupied by a colonial power include Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and that's about it. Everything else is owned by Britain, America, or France.
Could we kind of like have the DR kind of be under our wing, or like kind of like collaborate?
We want to puppet the Dominican Republic?
If that's possible, yeah.
That would be possible. It would involve an invasion.
Oh boy. How strong are they?
The Dominican Republic is 1 to 2 divisions with 2 to 5k.
2 to 5. So, do we have the odds? Or...
We have the odds in our favor, but it would involve an amphibious landing, sir.
Okay, I think we should probably develop...
We also don't have a navy.
Okay, navy. Okay, I'm thinking like we need navies and air force. That's what
we need. We are Cuba, so we need a lot of things.
Okay, right now we should focus on kind of invading the DR so we can actually have a...
Alright, so the focus shall be invading Dominican Republic.
But
currently we are democratic and we also cannot justify a war because we are democratic.
Jesus. And DR is democratic, right?
No, they're fascist actually.
Okay.
Alright, so to invade the Dominican Republic, we would need to be A, not democratic, 2, have a navy.
Alright, navy, right there. We gotta focus on navy right there.
Alright, this focus will give us 3 free naval dockyards.
Okay.
We still don't know how to make a ship, but that will help us. Would you like me to plan our eventual naval invasion?
Yes, that's good. That's good. That's a good idea.
From where? Are we leaving from Guantanamo or Havana?
Which one's closer?
Or Guantanamo.
Guantanamo, yeah, definitely.
And where on the DR are we landing? Just everywhere?
Sorry, the stream is kind of like...
Yeah, it's lagging, don't worry.
Yeah, hold on. Also, the thing's almost downloaded.
Wonderful.
I'm enjoying this also.
Wonderful. All right, so I have planned a naval invasion once we A, have a navy, and B, know how to perform a naval invasion.
Okay,
I will
so
get the troops in fighting order, sir.
what's like what's the main capital of DR?
The Santico Dominicchio.
Is that by the coast or is it kind of like
It is
landlocked?
directly on the coast, so we could send our naval invasion straight there, sir.
Yeah, so it's better just like hit them, blitzkrieg
Just
their ass.
directly on the capital, or on the capital and right next to them?
Probably like right next to them too. Might as well.
All right, cool. That's our naval invasion. Unfortunately, we don't have a navy, and we also don't know what a naval invasion is yet.
Okay, so we should develop more navies.
Yes.
And okay.
Also, we have enough command power to potentially... No, we don't. Never mind. We need
Well,
35 for
what?
that. We might even be able to promote... We need a field marshal, so we can promote this random guy to field marshal as well. Also, we know what a small airframe is. Shall we continue the fighter work, or shall we go back to trying to develop some sort of navy?
Navy, definitely.
Alright, what type of ship are we working on? Destroyers, which are basically tiny ships. Cruisers, which are medium ships. Battleships, carriers, or bathtubs with light bulbs that blink.
Okay, so right now I think we need at least one destroyer.
Alright, so we are currently going to research how people in World War I built destroyers.
Okay.
That's what we're working on.
Okay.
Alright, stability is going up. Your support as president is 71%.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Also, we have enough political power to hire a chief of army. So do you want a chief of army, chief of navy, or chief of air force?
Chief of Navy.
Alright, we have two guys. This guy will give us faster ships. This guy will give us further range of ships.
Okay, yeah. Do I get both of them, or
you can pick
get
one?
one?
This guy will also give us daily naval experience, which sounds handy.
So for the first one will give us like faster ships.
So this guy will give us faster ships, which will help us in any naval encounters. And he'll also give us daily naval experience, which will improve our navy more generally. This guy will make our ships be able to reach a bit longer without bigger fuel tanks.
I think we should focus on the first one seems like a guy, because we need
fast ships.
Okay.
And naval effort will finish in 2 days. Bang! We have dockyards. We unfortunately don't know how to build a ship yet, so they will just be used for convoys at the moment.
Alright.
What's our next focus, sir?
Keep on developing ships and shit.
Alright, our options for ships is we can focus on our doctrine, or we can focus on our industry to make those ships.
Industries to make the ship.
Alrighty. Alright, we also have our army is now fully equipped and has been trained up. We can train another division if you'd like.
As in like a different division, as in like different...
Yeah, we currently have 2 soldiers, so each of these divisions is 4,000 manpower. This is 4,000 infantry, 4,000 cavalry. Do you want more infantry or more cavalry?
Infantry.
Alright, cool. We are training up 2 more brigades of infantry. Wrenches are done.
Also, the thing got... D&D Online got downloaded.
It's fully downloaded?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Click the launcher again, and it'll probably start updating the launcher.
Okay.
This is what I meant by it might need to download twice.
Jesus. Okay, give me 1 second.
Alright, shall we continue focusing our research on industry, sir?
Yes.
We have 2 options for how we want to build our factories. We can either...
wait, hold on. It says, would you like to install high-resolution data files for the game?
Do you want really high-resolution data files for this 10-year-old game?
No.
Then probably not.
Download the game files, you're right.
Yeah, I figure it would take a second to update.
Okay, let's keep on...
Alright, we have 2 options for how we want to build our industry, sir. Option 1, build all the factories really close together. This will dramatically increase efficiency. Option 2, spread them out a bit more. This will increase our infantry. This will increase the efficiency less as much, but it'll also be harder to bomb.
I think for now we should focus on pumping those ships out. So close together.
Alright, concentrating all the industry together, sir.
Yes.
And we actually got a bonus for that because we did industrial effort.
Oh, that's good. That's really good, actually.
Yep, 74% stability as well.
Okay.
And nationalist Spain has declared war on Spain. We got a second civil war going on in Europe. We got the Democrats with a lot of communism versus a fascist/monarchist uprising.
Interesting.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we cannot get involved in any of that.
Yeah. That's why we're focusing on the little stuff that no one cares about, right?
Yeah, also something else to mention is this button up here. See this glow with the 11% under there?
Kind of, yeah.
That is basically how spicy the world is.
Oh,
And
so how violent,
yeah,
basically, right?
so it's world tension. And the higher that goes, the less sleepy Uncle Sam in our backyard is going to be.
Oh,
And might not take kindly to us invading other sovereign nations.
I
All right.
mean
Shall
that
we continue
that's
working on industry, sir, or turning to communism?
how good are we in the industry
We
part?
have 6 civilian factories, 3 naval dockyards, and a single gun factory.
Sheesh. I think we should
Focus on the communism.
probably so can actually hit some like
That will let us actually justify a war, yes.
yes, exactly.
I mean, we could also turn fascist, but something
Oh, yeah,
tells me fascist is not working well in this timeline.
fascist is overrated.
There you go.
All right, let's get the let's speed up the Cuba timeline. You know,
Yeah, well, you'll notice the speed is going right fast right now because we're still in 1936.
1936. Damn. All right. So, how good is our Navy force, technically speaking?
Our non-existent navy, you mean?
Okay, we should focus more on Navy until we have an
Uh,
actual.
we are almost done. We have invented what a destroyer hull looks like. This is from 1922, so we have a few options from here. We can improve our hulls, or we can improve the guns we put on those hulls.
I think better guns, but
Do you want to update the ship more generally, or do you want to put better guns on the ship?
right now I think we should probably focus on more generally because right now we
All
can't
right,
really.
1936 destroyers. Do you want to try and build a 1932 destroyer? I don't know if we can, but we can try. No, we don't actually know what a naval gun is yet. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a rock.
Yeah, it's currently a floating rock.
Okay, so
I will.
right now,
Yeah, so that is naval gunnery, if that's what we're focusing on.
yes.
So there's the downside of only having 2 research slots. Countries like America have like 5.
Cuba has only 2, right?
Yeah, we're not exactly the pinnacle of scientific research.
Yeah.
We do have a few things we can spend political power on. We could get naval faster research speed, more political power in general, or this guy who is a huge fan of Fidel Castro.
What? Wait, what? Hold on.
So we're at appointing the government ministers. We could appoint a captain of industry, a silent workhorse, which will give us more political power overall, or daily communism support.
I think daily, like the second one, probably.
So more political power overall?
Yes, it's
I'd
good to
agree
have.
with you. Political
good to
power is
have-
what lets the government do shit.
Exactly. If the hearts of the people know you're fine with them, then you can do shit, right?
Oh shit! All right. So multiple things have just happened.
Oh fuck.
Oh god, multiple
happened?
things have just happened. All right, so Italy's war with Ethiopia has gone so badly that we have a third civil war in Europe.
Fucking god.
Republican Italy, which is Democratic Italy, versus Mussolini. Fascism is officially dead.
Oh really? Jesus.
Italy has now had a democratic civil war. At the same time, there's a bunch of communists having a party in France, and the League of Nations has decided to impose an all-out embargo on both Italies due to their aggression against Ethiopia. So we can either embargo Italy and make them not like us for a little bit of domestic stability, or tell the League of Nations to fuck off.
What's a little bit legal domesticability? What's that about?
We'd get a little bit more base stability.
So what does that do?
That's your part. That's your popularity as a leader. So are we okay with continuing to trade with Italy, or do we tell the League of Nations to go fuck themselves? Like, not like the League of Nations matters. So this is mostly, do we want to embargo Italy for 2% stability?
Yes, right now.
Alright, fuck you, Italy. And we also got another 150 political power from that, so...
You want a lot of political power. That's what I'm going at right now, basically.
Political power is really good.
Okay.
Shall we focus on our research, communist revolutionary, or filling out the rest of our military staff?
Research on...
Alright, so assign a naval company to research ships faster?
Yes, that's actually totally good.
This will give us 15% faster research.
Alright.
And for our focus, we can't actually do that until we we can't actually do that as a democratic nation.
Like what?
Oh, we actually have to we have to do it in manual. Never mind. Okay. I fucked up there.
Oh,
in order to do internationalism focus, which is the thing that takes us down the path towards communism, we have to do collectivist effort, which we can't do if we're democratic.
Oh.
So we have to actually hire the communist revolutionary to do it manually.
Oh.
Whoops. Okay, well, we'll do that next time we have political power.
Yeah.
I'm not used to playing democratic nations. I am sorry.
You really only play what? The communists and fascist nations?
I mostly play non-aligned. Thank you very much. I like
Okay,
being a monarchy.
Well, I don't know why I like being, to be honest.
Well, currently we are 98% democratic. People love you, Jose, and our non-existent invasion of this other country.
DR?
DR, yeah.
Is DR still fascist or?
They are still fascist.
Huh.
They have also chosen to embargo Italy, and their troop count is now up to 9 to 27. So they may have the advantage on troops for us. And we got another civil war. Holy shit, this game is Civil War Simulator. There has been a fascist uprising in Poland, of all countries.
Jesus.
Does not look to be super popular though, so it is likely, it's likely to be crushed. Now, we are in Civil War Simulator in Europe, and just as I said that, Estonia has decided to start vaping. Fascist uprising in Estonia. So apparently everyone just really didn't like Hitler, because all the fascists went into civil wars, and everyone else is having fascist civil wars.
Alright, so what's England doing lately? Is this neutral?
What is England doing? England is democratic, but not for long. They have planned a change in course, which is minus daily democracy support.
Oh boy.
In order to find out exactly what they're doing, we need to send spies over there.
You know, I kind of want to play out Democrat Cuba, actually. I want to try that, actually.
Alright, cool. We have a research slot. What are we putting it in?
What are my options?
Industry, for building stuff, computers, Air Force, Navy, artillery, armor, MISC, and infantry.
How good is our Navy? I'm just curious.
How good is our non-existent Navy?
Yeah.
I mean, we just figured out what a old naval gun is, so we haven't actually built it yet.
Jesus Christ, is that the meter right there? To show, like, the...
Research, yes. We're still 35 days away from researching 1936 destroyers.
Okay, let's keep on researching, Navy shit.
Naval guns? Cool, okay.
Yep.
We will invent the basic torpedo.
Yeah. I kind of want to go down the non-communist Cuba role.
Alright, so you want to focus on democracy?
Yeah, I'm curious, because, all this, it's just a lot of fascism, and,
Alright, well,
England.
Once I make this decision, I can't unchange it.
Okay, I'm gonna... also, D&D Online's done, downloading...
Alright, you want to do that, or do you want me to keep going as, Backseat Cuba?
I kind of want to keep on doing this. This
Alright,
fun,
cool.
actually.
Alright, so shall I pick Liberty Ethos? Are we gonna commit to the democracies?
Yes, let's try something new besides communism.
Alright, Liberty Ethos. We
Except
are
for the
human freedom and all that.
Yeah, the true path of Cuba, basically.
There we go, democratic Cuba all the way. We have political power to hire another military guy. Do we want a chief of army or a chief of air force?
Army.
Alright, offense or defense?
Offense.
Cool. This will also give us daily army experience. And do you want to wait for this 21 days on the destroyer, or do you want to start working the new destroyer right now?
Let's wait for the destroyer.
Yeah, wait till the actually updated hull. Alright, it will be done in 2 weeks.
Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang! 1936 destroyer hulls is done. Let's design us a ship.
Yes, fine.
Alright, so the main gun will be a relatively small light battery. We don't have anything for anti-air. We'll have a basic fire control system. We don't know what radar is. We don't know what torpedoes are. We put a decent engine in it. Do you want more than one gun on it, sir?
Yes.
How many guns? We can pit up to 3.
How many
more guns means more damage, but more guns also means slower and it'll take longer to make.
Just 2. How many are on it right now?
Currently, we have a single battery on it. We can put 2 batteries on it.
2 batteries.
Cool. All right. Do you want to name this ship, sir, or shall we name them after historical Cuban ships?
Historical Cuban ships. Yeah, let's try that.
Cool. Wonderful. And I'll set this to auto upgrade. Bang! 1936 destroyer hull Mark 1 on the production line.
All right.
And it will be done in 10th of July, 1937. Under the leadership of Oswald Mosley, the British Union of Fascists have begun an organized campaign of marches across the country, thus seeking to grow the number of fascist supporters throughout the United Kingdom.
Oh boy, is is UK basically become Germany in this situation? You know
I
what I mean?
think they might be, yes. So there is. So all the fascists are dead, meaning everyone else has decided to go fascist. Wonderful. So let's see if they can avoid a civil war, shall we?
Oh yeah, how much you want to bet they're gonna go to Civil War?
It's entirely possible.
I'm gonna bet
Where's our
$7.
research going, sir?
Okay, so how's our navy? Is it actually manageable, or is it
We
still
still
like
have
fucking?
no navy. We're building one. This one ship will be done in 1937.
Okay, boy. So, boy,
Eventually,
right
it'll
now,
take us 2 months to build this ship.
okay, how can we speed that up, like, so we can actually make more ships?
How can we speed that up? By focusing more on industry, sir.
Industry. Let's focus more on that. Yeah.
Concentrate the dockyards together.
Yes.
Alrighty. And Polish sanctions students. And alright, so Poland failed their civil war.
Oh boy. So they lost basically.
Yup. And Cuba is looking nice on our roads. We're almost up to level 5 level of infrastructure. So we will have the nicest roads in the world, sir.
Is that metaphorically speaking?
I
Or...
mean, it increases our chromium output to over 200.
I mean, listen, when we get the planes and shit running, it's gonna be nice.
Oh, we're actually selling some. We are selling 8 chromium to America currently.
Huh.
So that is 1/4 of our economy is coming from America.
Ironic.
Alright,
Huh.
National focus. Liberty ethos is done. What type of liberty are we being? Are we taking neutral foreign policy and doing nothing the entire game? Or are we going to go sending volunteer forces?
Sending volunteer forces. You better get like a...
Interventionism focus.
No, because you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, get a presence in the world, you know what I mean?
Yep. Alright.
Is that a good idea? Or...
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we only have, like, 8 divisions, so we're not going to be changing the world or anything, but,
It's a foothold, basically.
Yep. Oh, we also have a bunch of naval experience, so we can modify our naval command. So, for our ship commanders, what sort of traits would you like in them, sir? Do you want them to be aggressive, restrained, focused on maneuverability and coordination, being the best of the fucking best, or getting as many as possible?
Movement and correlation.
Alright, maneuvering and coordination. What shall be the spirit of the Navy? Destroyers, cruisers, everything in general, repairing shit, or just reforming to being as reforming and current as possible?
I don't say repairing.
Alright, naval refit yards. Cool, so refitting and repairing will be a lot easier.
Okay.
And for our army, what shall we focus on? Attack, defense, planning and logistics, best of the best, or being inventive?
Being inventive.
Boom.
That makes sense, because we're really not anything right now. It's better, like, be fucking, creative what the fuck we're doing, right?
Alright, we can also hire a chief of Air Force right now, if you'd like. Either better superiority in the skies, or less penalty when operating at night. Again, not like we have an Air Force quite yet, but when we do...
So, say again?
So, for our Chief of Air Force, more fighter power in the skies, or less penalty when operating at night?
Less penalty operating at night.
There we go. Alrighty.
Yeah. So, you played Hearts of Iron, like, a lot of times. How good does this look to you? Like, just
I
planning?
mean, we've done a whole lot of nothing currently, but that's not a bad thing.
Really? Holy shit.
Well, you'll notice that there is now... the Civil War in Spain, in comparison to the other 3 civil wars, the Civil War in Spain has now gone 3-way.
3-way. Oh, interesting.
So, I mean, we might be able to intervene soon, once this focus is done. Assuming we have a large enough army and we can find enough people to send to volunteer forces.
Yeah, it's like how America was in World War I, basically, right?
Yep, we're currently very neutral. Well, we're also democratic, so we can't actually get involved until the world gets too spicy.
Exactly, when the big boy wakes up, basically.
Hey, look at that! Amelia Earhart has successfully circumnavigated the world.
I want to hire her.
Funny enough, as America, if she survives that, you can hire her as a pilot ace.
That's
an actual event in the game.
I'm praying to fucking God if that works. You know?
Oh shit! All right. Reports today have emerged from Hungary that the leader of Hungary, Mikhail Horthy, was shot in the face today by a lone gunman after leaving his parliament. He was immediately rushed to the hospital. Doctors announced that he was already deceased. The gunman has been identified as a Communist Party member and has caused an uproar as Horthy's anti-communist leanings were paramount to keeping the revolution at bay. And with the removal of the old admiral, it is likely that communism in Hungary will increase dramatically.
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Yeah. Hungarian People's Republic. led by this egg.
Jesus.
That happened.
Man. I'm surprised someone hasn't made a movie out of a Hearts of Iron timeline or something like that.
Oh man,
Yeah?
wait till we introduce you to Kaiserreich.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so
What next? What can we...
Focus on being able to send more people for volunteers, or industry, or Army, Air Force, or Navy.
Navy.
Navy. Shall we focus on having a big Navy, or a flexible Navy?
Flexible.
Alright, flexible Navy it is. And political power. Would we like to hire an advisor here? A research company?
Advisor does what?
Either is builds civilian stuff faster, turn communist, turn fascist.
Alright, researcher. We need more boats,
Alright, we already have a naval designer. We could get a tank designer, aircraft designer, gun designer, industrial designer, or doctrine designer.
Gun designer.
Alrighty. Small arms company, we can now research weapons and equipment faster.
Oh, good.
And we have now reached max infrastructure back here in Cuba. And oh boy, what just happened? China has declared war on one of the breakaway regions. The Spanish Civil War has gone 4-way. And Cuba has now reached peak infrastructure.
Is that good?
5 out of 5 infrastructure. We have the best fucking roads in the game.
Oh shit, so...
Means we've run out of things to build. We can continue to improve our railways, put up some forts in case of invasion, increase our air bases. What should we like to construct here in Cuba?
Wait, say again? What was my option? It said 4...
we can increase more air bases, so fit more plane. Railways, land forts and coastal forts in case of invasion, or naval bases.
Naval bases. Let's focus on some of those.
Shall we increase the range of... we have Havana, Guantanamo, or somewhere else in Cuba you'd like to put a base?
Let's put somewhere else, so it's not as...
So just smack naval base in the middle of Cuba?
Under the U. See it?
Under the U. Cool. We'll build a naval base right there, sir.
Under the U. It's just like a giant U.
Just right in the middle of Cuba. Just bang, naval base.
Yeah, you gotta make a big things.
Yep.
Alright.
So... And because of that max infrastructure, we now have room for another factory.
Oh, good. Real good.
So we can build... we also invented basic torpedoes. So once our ship is done, we can put torpedoes in the next one. Research slot. Still
That's
Navy.
good.
You want to improve our guns. Industry.
Yeah. Are we at max industry, or we can make it even better?
We could improve our wrenches or improve our construction methods.
Construction methods. Probably.
Alright, we'll build that naval base 10% faster.
Yeah.
Cuba is sitting here. Our 9 infantry are fully trained. We are nearly maxing out the size of our infantry actual army.
It's good.
Yep. Shall I cancel this naval order on Dominican Republic, or are we just keeping that up for intimidation factor?
Intimidation factor. You gotta, show who has big brass balls in fucking Cuba.
Right. Because we did air doctrine, we actually have a discount on our air doctrine. We can actually pick our air doctrine right now.
Oh, great. That means
how do we want our planes to work? Bomb the enemy day and night with strategic destruction. Battlefield support, which is all about dive bombers and shit, or operational integrity, which is a mix of the two.
Operation integrity.
Cool. So this first one will give us better chance of detecting interceptors, and our pilots will gain more experience while doing missions.
Alright, that's good.
Not like we have an Air Force or anything, but...
It's gotta be there. You gotta have it in the background.
Eventually,
right?
Once we get more military factories. Speaking of which, do you want me to build a military factory with that new space we found?
Yes.
Alright. It'll be done as soon as we finish the naval base.
And how long is that gonna take, the naval base?
The naval base will take 17th of October, 1937.
And where are we now?
About a month, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Flexible Navy is done. Hitler is dead. The German military junta is in charge of Germany.
So what is Germany right now? Is it
What is Germany? They are led by this guy. So they are technically monarchist, but they could definitely lean in the democratic position.
Oh, so that's good.
Currently, they're led by this old war hero from World War I.
Is he cool?
I mean, he's got some fucking awesome buffs here, but they're non-aligned and we're democratic, so relations are not the best right now.
Boy, yeah.
I mean, we could improve relations with them if you'd like to be friendly with the Germans for whatever reason.
I mean, not yet. We
All
gotta
right.
focus.
For focus, we can. Options are sending volunteers, research slots, guns, more factories to build stuff.
Get more
I'd,
guns, you know.
all right, I'd recommend the research slot, but if you want guns, we'll get guns.
Yeah. Actually, let me see the research slot real quick.
So this means instead of researching 2 things at once, we could research 3 things at once.
Yeah, let's try that. More research, you know.
I don't want to play the game for you. Oh,
No,
this is interesting. In a move that has surprised many, Czechoslovakia has unilaterally surrendered the Sudetenland region to Germany. To quote a source in Czechoslovakia, they said Germany was going to invade us for this region, so we're just going to give them that territory for free.
Oh boy.
Interesting choice, Czechoslovakia. Vapid Estonia has died. The Hindenburg has exploded. And what would you like to research next, sir? Continuing to focus on industry? What do you want to...
Where are my options? They're industry and...
We can go into... Well, your options are anything you want, sir. We could get our wrenches up to date. We could focus more on computers, planes, ships, guns.
How good is our Navy even there yet? Is it like...
It'll be done in October, sir. It's September. Another day till our ship is done. Or another month till our ship is done.
We should start focusing on planes.
Alright.
Actually...
I will invent the plane engine.
And we got tons of minerals for that shit, right?
Planes generally require aluminum. We don't have any of that in Cuba. We have chromium. We are selling quite a bit of it to America, though.
Could we buy aluminum somewhere else, right?
We can't. We absolutely can't import aluminum. And our ship is done.
Finally, fucking yeah.
Alright, the Cuban reverse fleet, consisting of the ARC Santa Clara and ARC Diez de Ortere, are done.
Okay.
Their admiral is Quesefo Vaquez, who is really salty. Yes, that's his personality trait.
Really salty.
He's an asshole. Do you want to rename either of these ships?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You gotta keep them in integrity, you know what I mean?
Alright, for our next construction, do you want to keep building these destroyers, or do you want to customize them?
Let's keep on building more.
Just as they are? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll have them build those infinitely. And we have some spare fuel, sir, so we can send the troops out on a naval exercise. Unless you would like to stockpile fuel for whatever reason.
Yeah, might as well get them,
they'll start exercising. So that means they'll get experience, we'll get naval experience, and this will cost us a little bit of fuel, but it's not like we're causing anything. And the 11th Olympic Games just happened in the undamaged parts of Germany.
Jesus.
Alright, and we are now officially out of manpower, sir. We have an army consisting of mostly infantry of 52,000 troops in the field.
Okay, so we can't do anything, or is it like...
I mean, we have an army. What do you want to do with it, sir?
Yes, training exercises, you know?
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Doctrine available for the Navy. What type of Navy we running? Fleet in being focused around battleships. Trade interdiction about tying up their fleet and destroying supply lines. Base strike focused on carriers.
I
have a feeling we're probably going to pick number 2.
Yeah, destroying a supply lines, yeah.
We are not going to be beating the Royal Navy.
Yeah, you need to be smart about it, you know?
Alright, speaking of which, where do we want to spend our political power? We could increase conscription, research and production, high commands.
What's conscriptions? What's that about?
Do we want faster tank research, aircraft research, industrial research, or doctrine research?
Guess aircraft research.
Alright, what kind of aircraft we want? We want our small airframes, medium airframes, heavy airframes, or naval airframes. I assume we want to focus on small airframes.
Yes. Yeah,
we were not really building carriers, unfortunately.
Yet.
You absolutely can try and build an aircraft carrier if you would like to.
Alright.
We can also pick a spirit of our army right now. So what kind of army are we running? A professional army, a cavalry army, about improvising, elevated engineering corps, making sure generals don't turn into assholes, or giving people a lot of medals.
Improvising, right there.
Quick improvisation. Alright, so this will give us more command power, which is this red phone man up here.
Alright.
Speaking of which, I think we're almost up to 30. Yes, okay. Now we can worry about getting a field commander. Do you want to promote this guy, or do you want some other idiot?
Let's...
This will be for our, what's it called? Not commander. This will be for our general and then field officer. So commander of the entire army. Do you want this guy or one of these guys?
Let's get some other guy, you know.
Which of these unqualified idiots do you want to make field commander, sir?
Okay, hold on. You know, the 10-second delay, it's kind of...
Do you want me to just pick someone?
From the top, do the second guy.
Second guy, horse guy, cool. He has a media personality and a trickster. And trickster means he gets extra reconnaissance.
Okay, that's good, actually.
Alright, and our third research slot is done. What do you want to be researching as well? Continuing to work on planes?
Yes.
Okay, plane guns. National focus. Construction, guns, volunteers.
Volunteers.
Alright, this will let us get involved in the many civil wars that are happening in the world.
Yeah, it's like basically mercenary work in a weird way.
Well, that's what volunteers are, is you basically saying, hey, anyone in the army want to join the nationalist Spain fight? And in order to send volunteers, we need 50% world tension and at least 30 divisions. This focus will lower that 30 division requirement.
Yeah, let's do the one that lowers it, you know? The
Plane
requirement.
engines are done. What are we focusing on next?
I guess more plane.
Better airframes, better engines, range increments, armor for the planes, bombs for the planes.
Better engines. Wait, right? Or you said better engines?
Yeah,
or?
Better engines. Working on it.
Or actually, frames.
Better frames. Okay, we'll change that. That'll cost us 1 day of research, but okay.
Yeah.
So now we're not using biplanes anymore.
Now we're using actual planes, you know?
There you go. So this guy is now a field marshal, and this guy is our general. We have our high command all fulled out. Only took us 2 years.
Jeez. That's good.
Oh,
That's
Jesus,
good.
more civil wars.
My fucking god.
Civil war has once more erupted in Russia. With the memory of the last civil war still fresh in everyone's mind, it's a bit of surprise. After years of political infighting between Stalin and Trotsky, the two groups have now battled for supremacy and the control of the country. So it's actually communists fighting communists.
It's pretty interesting. Plus,
Unexpected.
plus
also,
good work.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what?
They only really control, like, western Ukraine, so unlikely they're going to succeed.
Oh, let's see. Jesus Christ, I didn't even realize how big Russia is, you know what I mean?
Soviet Union's fucking huge. They take up, like, a quarter of the map.
Oh, boy. Hopefully, endgame, we get... That's Cuba right there.
I mean, maybe.
Listen,
Doctrine available.
Yeah.
Getting better submarines, even though we don't have any submarines.
It's good to have the research on hand, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Theoretical physics, basically.
New research option. What are we focusing on?
Alright, so probably, so we're doing research, we did research on frames and engines, right?
Yeah, so we know what an airframe is, we know what an engine is, we're almost done researching guns.
Okay,
Do we want to focus on industry, engineering, airplanes? Just give me a general category and we can narrow it down from there.
I think airplanes. We should still focus on airplanes.
Alright, what about airplanes we want to focus on? New type of frame, bombs, engines, different types of construction, or range improvements.
What's range improvement? You know, like better range?
This will let us add extra fuel tanks and shit and drop tanks to our planes to basically increase the range of our aircraft, but at the cost of they'll be more expensive.
I think we should focus on the bombs.
Alright, let's worry about adding some bombs to our aircrafts.
Yeah, fucking nuclear.
That'll let us bomb shit.
Yeah, I get the high chemical component bombs.
Oh boy, after breakdowns in negotiating with Westminster, Canada is not happy that Britain is going fascist, and they are demanding immediate repatriation. They're no, we are not a fan of that.
So, they're just saying we don't like that shit, right?
They're just like, nah, fuck you, Britain, we want to be our own country.
Oh, so they're... Oh, okay, I see.
And, what is that? Mexican Socialist Republic? Mexico's communist. They didn't even have a civil war, so I didn't even notice.
It's bleeding all over the place, you know? It's like
fucking
HIV.
Communism.
Yeah, it's HIV, basically, man.
Alrighty. New research slot. What are we focusing on?
Alright, industry. We should focus on industry.
Construction of planes, construction of guns.
Construction of guns.
Alright. I should mention we're still making, like, 1918 guns, because we still haven't touched that yet.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, you're right. I'm surprised I haven't thought about that.
They were still making like 1918 guns. We haven't upgraded those.
I mean, we have fucking boats, but we don't have fucking gunpowder.
I
Just
mean, we
flintlock.
got about 52,000 people in the army using World War I rifles, and we got 3 destroyers.
Alright, Ren, I think we should keep on making some more boats,
We are.
but cruisers probably.
I shall mention we only have 3 naval dockyards right now, and they were all from the Focus.
Oh boy, okay.
Alright, for Spirited Divisional Command. How are we fighting on division-wise? Static warfare, flexible organization, aggressively reconning them, training faster, or Loktar Ogar?
What's that?
Victory or death.
Flexible organization.
Alright, that'll make our divisions faster
Okay.
and more flexible.
I think that's the best option right here because of Cuba, because
Yeah.
flexibility is always good. You need some
Always
sort of
good to be flexible.
like rubber, basically.
Oh, we also spend our air experience on the Spirit of the Air Force. How we run our Air Force? Research and shit faster, letting them be independent, less accident chance, faster training, or bomb and shit.
Independence Air Force.
Yeah, let them do their thing.
Yeah,
I think after this, we might actually be able to send some volunteer forces around the world. Oh,
finally.
new military factory. What do we want to build with this? Options are guns or actually designing an aircraft.
Actually designing aircrafts.
Wonderful. All right, we are designing our first plane using this interwar small airframe. We're going to put some big engines on it. For the main armament, are we going to give it a torpedo or are we going to give it machine guns?
Machine gun.
How many? 2 or 4?
2.
All right. Do we want to add naval torpedoes as well, or more machine guns, or nothing?
Torpedo. I might as well give them some sort of...
Yeah, so this will be a multi-role fighter, basically.
Yeah, that's good. You gotta be flexible. That's the thing, right
Do we want to give it a defense turret? This will let it cover more angles, but be less effective in dogfights, and also more expensive.
No, just leave it be, basically.
Alright, and cool. Alright, so this will cost us 41 production to make. And we can currently make 5 of them a year.
Oh, damn.
But you'll see here, it goes up over time.
Alright, good.
Alrighty, and next focus, guns?
Yes, got guns. That's...
Alright, let's make some... And okay, let's see if we can get involved in some of these wars.
Yeah, true.
Negotiate facts, send volunteers. Yes, we can send volunteers, but we need world spiciness to be at least 50%.
It's at 21 right now.
Yeah, so unfortunately... Everyone's kind of happy that all the fascists are dying. Bombs are done. Next research slot.
We're already researching guns. Can we research guns more, or?
Yes, so currently we're using World War I guns. We can research up to, like, 1936 guns.
Yeah, 1936 guns.
Alrighty. And for political power, what are we spending it on? Tank designer, industry designer, high command, conscription. Any of those sound fun?
Say again, it was tank designer.
So we could either increase conscription, which will get us more people. We could give ourselves a political advisor if we wanted to turn democratic or communist or fascist, or build factories faster. Tank designer, industry designer, or focus on our military high command, which just improves our combat stats.
Conscription, I think, probably.
Alright, limited conscription. This will double our free manpower. And maybe we can start pumping out more divisions.
Yeah, that's always good, You just need more people.
Yep. Congrats, you have introduced conscription to Cuba. I hope you're happy.
I am happy.
Alright. Our fuel is full. Is the Navy still training? The Navy is still training. It's just our destroyers are so small, they're just not using a lot of fuel. Dang, okay.
That's good. That's good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They do need to be repaired, though.
Oof. We should probably focus on that. Yeah, let's focus on some repairs.
Yeah, well, if you'll recall, we picked faster repairing.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so we already did.
Yeah,
The Bulgarian government has signed a commercial agreement with several German companies in order to attempt to strengthen ties with the German Empire and Bulgaria.
Ooh, interesting.
So there might be a Central Powers alliance. Ooh, German Empire. That means... Yep, German Empire means... Guess who's coming back? We got a Kaiser on the way.
What? Wait, is that him?
So Germany went through a civil war, so they have 2 options. Reestablish free elections, which is democratic Germany, or revive the Kaiserreich and bring back the old World War I monarch. That's which one they decided to go for.
Oh, fuck. They brought out the guy with the spiky helmet.
I mean, he's not back quite yet, but that's their plan.
You're sharpening the spike, you know?
Yep, also, we now have upgraded airplanes. So we now have basic small airframes. Do you want to change anything about our plane, or shall I just upgrade it to the new airframe?
What can we do to customize it? I'm curious.
We instead of having, we could replace the torpedoes with bomb locks. So instead of having, or alternatively, we could have a dedicated naval bomber and a dedicated fighter instead of having them both be the same thing.
Yeah, let's do 2 different ones. That sounds good, actually.
Alright, so this one will be our dedicated fighter, and we will have this one as basic small airframe. This one will be our dedicated torpedo bomber.
I see.
Fortunately, we don't have enough factories to produce them both right yet.
Alright.
Research.
How are we on the guns department?
We're currently working on World War II weapons. We can improve our machine guns as well.
Yes, you should probably improve the machine guns.
Alright. Alright, we can now pick a doctrine. We're going to go unrestricted submarine warfare, because that's our only option, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have any submarines.
Yet.
Alright, and how's the Navy looking? We got 4 ships in the Navy. All these shitty destroyers. Armament effort is done, so we are now producing guns and our 2 types of plane. And we are now training. The Grand Cuban Army consists of... See, what is this template, actually? Currently our template we're training is just 4,000 manpower. Would you rather have a bunch of different infantry, or would you rather have better infantry? Do you want a lot of these small templates, or a small number of bigger templates?
I think small number of big templates. That's kind of good, you know?
Alright, so I'm going to double the size of this template here. And so rather than training more divisions, we're just going to put guys in the already existing templates.
Yeah. Well, like aircraft, Navy, and all that stuff? Or it's kind of like...
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's good to have that for now, and then we'll probably, you know...
Yeah, so we're basically, instead of having a bunch of tiny divisions, we're having a smaller number of larger divisions.
Yeah, so, yeah, you know, that makes more sense, actually. That makes so much more sense.
Alright, new research slot, what we focusing on?
Boy. Are we almost done with machine guns, or?
We just started that, sir.
Oh, you focused on that. I guess...
Could invent the radio.
Yeah, true. Wait, so we haven't been having the radio this entire time,
We have not invented the radio yet, sir.
Okay, yeah, that. What would that be? Technology? Or?
That is engineering.
Oh, yeah, we should probably focus on...
That lets our troops coordinate better.
Oh, yeah. That's what we want. Coordination and flexibility. So yeah, radio.
Oh, slight problem, sir, because we have all of our... Actually, hold on. Let's see if I can fix that by just moving everyone back to Havana.
Sure.
Because we have so many people currently sitting in Guantanamo, we actually need to get some trains out.
Fuck, yeah, infrastructure.
Yeah, but yeah. I fixed it. I just moved everyone to Havana. Don't need to buy trains yet, sir. Well, we should probably consider inventing that soon.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Okay, so that would be in the technology thing, right?
That would be trains is actually underneath. I'll tell you when we get to new research slot. We have political power. What we spend it on?
Okay.
Tank designer, industry designer, political advisor, high command.
What does high command do?
This gives our divisions bonuses in combat. So we could get a commando to help our non-existent special forces, which is funny enough Fidel Castro. We could get minus enemy air support, faster amphibious invasions, better naval bombers.
Let's get Fidel Castro up in here.
Alright, cool. That'll help our special forces when we actually invent special forces.
Yeah, it's better to have him in the timeline now as something else.
I should mention we can research Marines if you'd like to make use of that bonus.
Yes.
We could get Marines, we could get Marines, Mountaineers, or Paratroopers. Okay, infantry equipment is done. We're now using better... What was the thing you wanted to research? Sorry, once we were done that.
I said... Damn.
So better machine guns?
Yeah, better machine guns.
Alright, cool. We're now at 1938 machine guns. They're actually updated.
It's not current, right?
We're up to current day machine guns. It's currently September 1938, so we're not too far behind the rest of the world.
Yeah.
The Indian National Congress has had an election and said they don't want to have a civil war. How nice.
For once, no civil war.
For once, no civil war.
Right.
National focus. Continuing to focus on guns?
Let's focus on radios and the coordinations and all that stuff, you know?
That's not one of these options.
Oh, so...
I mean, we can do secret weapons, which gives the bonus to electronics and nukes.
We're not exactly there yet. So
more free factories.
yeah, more. Wait, add more factories or more free factories?
So
Just
these focuses here give us more free factories, which is what we've been doing. We could do
mm.
nuclear effort or secret weapons in the industry tab.
What's secret weapons? What is that?
That gives us 4 bonuses to electronics, nukes, and rockets.
Let's do secret weapon. We might as well get a bonus to so we can actually have a radio.
Alrighty. Wilhelm II has returned to the German Empire. In a surprise announcement yesterday morning, the German Empire officially lifted the exile on Wilhelm II. And later that day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed through the Dutch-German border, and he was ceremoniously restated as Kaiser of the German Empire. We have
Oh God,
officially returned to World War I.
the spiky man's here.
The Spiky Man is back.
Did he actually have a helmet that was a spike?
Yes,
right?
he does.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see him now. I see him.
Yeah, we got an 80-year-old man leading Germany.
Oh, something else. Not gonna lie.
I mean, welcome to wacky alternate history.
Yeah. Okay.
And anything else? The world's surprisingly peaceful right now. We still got the Soviet Civil War. Portugal's gotten involved in the Spanish Civil War. Mostly just a lot of civil wars happening right now. No big World War II quite yet.
Little battles, little bites,
Little by little. Can we get involved in any of these? No, because we're democratic. This is the problem with playing a democracy. We can't actually get involved quite yet.
It's not fun. It's not the fun kind of go.
It's not the type I'm going for. Let's get more fighters. Free civilian factories. What are we building? We're out of space again.
Okay.
We can continue to increase our railroads, increase our naval bases, air bases, coastal forts.
I think
put bunkers all across the island.
I think railroads. We need some efficient,
All right. Let us increase the better railroad all across Cuba.
Yeah, we need.
We'll make our single railroad from Havana to Guantanamo the best fucking railroad in the world.
It's one single strap, basically.
It's a single railroad. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a Polar Express.
Also, we need some aluminum for all these planes we're making. We're actually taking a 45% penalty to production because we don't have aluminum.
Okay.
Who would we like to buy it from?
Who has a lot of aluminum?
America is willing to sell to us. Actually, quite a few countries are willing to sell to us. Who do you want to buy from? It's more.
Might as well.
We could buy from America, France, Yugoslavia, German Reich, the British Empire, the Netherlands, Greece, the German Empire, the Soviets.
I think America.
So the way trade works is we get their resources and they get a free factory.
Oh. All right, fair enough.
We'll buy from the Americans because we want to be super best buds with them.
Yeah, and that's what I might as well get buddy with them,
Canada has declared independence from Britain because Britain has finally turned fascist without a civil war.
Huh.
India has declared independence for the same reason. Australia has declared independence for the same reason. National focus.
Okay, technology, right? Or
we already did the last one. We're already at the bottom of that of secret weapons.
Okay, radio. We can do the radio, right? Or
no, we're already researching that.
Okay, goddamn. Okay.
So gun factories, general factories, army effort, or naval air force.
You should probably develop Air Force. Focus on Air Force.
Focus on fighters or focus on bombers?
Fighters.
All right, fighter focus for the Air Force. Can we actually deploy any fighters quite yet?
I don't think we can, to be honest.
Yes, we can. We can deploy 8 fighters and 3 naval bombers. So we have 1 of our fighter and naval bomber. We have 7 of our dedicated fighter and 3 of our dedicated naval bombers. We have an actual Air Force.
It's not much, but it's something,
We have 13 whole planes. Do you want me to set them on exercising as well, or?
Yes, might as well.
Alright, cool. Exercise. So this will give them experience, will give us air experience. Oh, speaking of which, Spirit of Naval Command. How do we want our Navy to be fighting? Getting in close, fighting at night, efficient communication, fuck bad weather, or glory!
Communication.
And Air Force Command, how we fight in the Air Force. Close cooperation, amazing instructors, amazing aces, better detection, or bomb the shit out of them.
Better detection, I think.
Better detection. That's the one I always pick too.
Yeah, it's good, you know? You gotta have an eye, basically.
With the declaration of war on the British Empire by France, the League of Nations has failed in its attempt to preserve peace.
Oh boy.
100 Years' War, Part 2. Research slot available, sir.
Okay,
So we have our bonus here for industry, or for electronics, if you want to use that.
Yeah,
Or
fuck yeah.
computers, or starting the Cuban nuclear program.
Computers, yeah. Might as well get some computers and stuff.
Alright, and another civil war has kicked off in Turkey. Between Turkey and conservative Turkey.
Fucking good.
Well, this is non-historical AI. Oh shit, America has declared war on the British Empire.
Could we join them as in like you know?
Could we join them? That's a good question. They would be open to creating a faction with us, but we need world tension to be higher. Currently, there's only one major war happening.
Okay, so it's an option. Okay.
It is certainly an option. In terms of supporting them, we could send them an attaché. This would basically we send them bunch of our our military, like we send them a bunch of officers. In return, we'll see what they're up to, and we'll get a little bit of their army experience, but Britain won't be happy about it.
I mean, yeah.
We sending it to France or America?
America, because they're closer.
Alright, cool. America does not want our attaché because they don't like us enough. I will fix that by improving relations.
How would we do that? I'm curious.
I press a button.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Research slot available. What would you like to research, sir? Invent the train, perhaps?
Yes. Wait, we don't have a train?
We've not invented the train yet, no.
Yeah.
Alright, and let's see. Will America let us send an attaché now? Yes, they will. Cool. They have accepted our offer, so they get some buffs. And British Malaya has issued a diplomatic protest. So Malaysia, all the way over here, has sent us a telegram saying, what the fuck, Cuba? Why are you helping America? We're at war with them. So we can either say no or fuck you. So how much do you care about the opinion of Singapore over here?
I mean, how far is it? It's like a fucking 100
The other side of the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, fuck you. So now we can see what America's army is up to. And oh, look at that. Look at all those American flags.
Oh boy.
So hopefully once the world gets a bit more spicy, and also when they fight, we will gain more army experience.
Sure, yeah.
Which will help our divisions fight. So currently they are mostly fighting over here in the French Caribbean. And oh, we can now pick a land doctrine. So how's our army fighting, General? German-style blitzkrieg, which is all about speed and maneuverability, mostly with tanks. Superior firepower, which is throwing shit tons of artillery shells at them. Grand battle plan, which is the British way of fighting, which is digging trenches and planning and preparation. Or glorious Soviets doctrine, which is just throwing people at the enemy.
British.
Alright, grand battle plan. That'll give the first rank will give us better entrenchment.
Yeah, we don't have tanks, do we?
We do not have invented tanks, no. Oh
okay,
boy, alright, so the Hungarian People's Republic, hold on, what just happened? So the Hungarian People's Republic joined the Mutual Assistance Bloc, which is all of the parts of China that broke away from China. So basically, Communist China made friends with Hungary. I don't know how they're going to help. And Communist Mexico just made their own faction.
Oh boy.
No one's joined it yet.
And it's like, you know, it's a reverse Mexico and Germany, you know what I mean?
The peace movements in the United States have suffered a severe setback recently, mostly due to them declaring war. Congress passed a joint resolution choosing President Alf Landon. Oh shit, Roosevelt isn't president anymore. That's what happened. To use military force if necessary to safeguard American interests around the world. Ain't no sleeping giant this time. Oh boy. So America's currently at war. They have 0% war support because they went to war in 1938. But interesting. Alright. The Bohemian Empire. Who are they? Fascist Czechoslovakia has declared war on Poland. Probably because Poland's fascist revolution failed. Machine guns are now up to date, sir. What are we researching next?
Okay.
Industry. Naval, air. You can start work on the tank program.
How's the technology, like, you know, all the computer stuff going?
We're currently working on 1936 mechanical computers. It is currently 42% done.
2% done. How are the trains? How are they doing?
Trains, we are also still researching right now. They are 30% done.
Yeah, tanks definitely. We need some
All right,
tanks.
we have never touched a tank before, so this will require a lot of investment if you want to make tanks.
Or actually,
we could invent, say, artillery. We could continue to focus on our industry.
Artillery. I think we should focus on
artillery. All right, let's invent artillery cannons from the Great War. The German Empire has declared war on Poland.
Hopefully.
Because they don't like the Polish's face. The dawn of the European Defense League. Germany has made a faction with Czechoslovakia. They are invading Poland. We cannot get involved in this in any way.
At this point, I think we're just fucking just becoming scientists. You know what I mean? Like just.
Well, I mean, we're just sitting here, currently not doing a whole lot. We have Bolivian agitation in the government, sir. Mexico has sent spies to try and turn us communist.
How can I stop this? How can I?
It'll go away in 2 years, but you are probably popular enough that it won't matter.
Okay, so yeah.
Also, Ethiopia has declared war on Eritrea? So because Italy fucked up in their war, Ethiopia, they left, so Ethiopia is now declaring war. Okay, cool, that doesn't really matter anyway. But I guess they are still technically at war, but they're not getting through the Suez, because Britain is fascist. And, oh, wait, what? What happened here? Republican, Socialist, Italian. Wait, what happened here? Okay, that's an interesting turn of events. No, I guess he just won the Civil War. That's what happened.
Mussolini won?
Yeah, so Italy had a civil war the Democrats tried to rule, and he must have won the Civil War, which is why he's still in power.
Damn.
So we could actually see a British-Italian alliance. That'd be interesting. The Bohemian Empire is now declaring war on Slovenia. Join the Allies. Oh shit. France joined the European Defense League. What is happening? Poland joined the Allies. Uh-oh! I think this is... Okay, so who are they at war? Okay, what is happening? Okay, we have multiple factions. So, the European Defense League, which is Germany, Bohemia, and France, are at war with the Allies, which is Britain, Poland, and Slovakia. So Germany is at war with Britain. Okay, but they're also allied with France, which is the weirdest thing.
It's weird. It's really weird with them.
Mobilize the economy slightly here. If we continue to build... Poland has died.
Poland has died?
Poland has been ripped by Germany.
Boy.
44% spiciness. We're definitely getting to the point where we can get involved. The British Empire has now directly told us to fuck off with our attaché to America. Do we want to ruin our relationship with the British Isles? Or say nah?
But wait, so you can say... Like, no.
So we can basically say it is a reasonable request and we'll recall our attaché, or fuck you, and we lose some political power and they don't like us.
I'll say no. Fuck you, you know?
Okay, Britain's slightly mad at Cuba. Hopefully this doesn't cause them to invade us.
Yeah, hopefully.
We are actually burning through fuel, funnily enough. We have an air force of... the Mexican Socialist Republic has declared war on the British Empire. Okay, so that means... Yeah, so Mexico is now at war with Britain. Yeah, Britain's making a lot of enemies right now. Dang, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, continue making weapons. National focus is going to be on construction. Research available, sir. Continuing working on computers? While we have the bonus?
Yes.
That'll help us research more things faster. We can now pick a doctrine. We are going to go for submarines, carriers, or better light cruisers, all of which we don't have.
I think we should probably work on light cruisers.
Alright, so eventually, when we build a light cruiser, that'll be handy. Also, we need to buy steel from someone. We still going to have America as our main trading partner?
Who else can we buy from?
Quite a few people. A lot of people sell steel. France, Britain, Germany, Sweden, Italy, Japan.
What's Japan doing?
What is Japan doing? Currently a whole lot of nothing. They have a war goal against Britain, but they haven't used it yet.
I think we should buy some steel from Japan, probably.
Alright, cool. We will buy steel from the Japanese.
So they're just really neutral in this situation right now, right?
Yeah, so currently Japan has not gotten involved in any wars ever since they had their coup.
I might as well get some, some.
Cool, we will buy our shitty Japanese deal. The Spanish Civil War is still going. The British Empire have declared war on Ireland, which has joined the not Central Powers. The Bohemian Empire has declared war on Hungary, which is in that Chinese faction. Okay, so that means the not Central Powers are at war with China. Interesting. New research. Shall we continue to improve our trains?
Yes.
We have two options for trains. War Austerity train, which makes them cheaper, or Armored train, which makes them harder to bomb and leads to railway guns.
War train. War train.
War Austerity trains?
Yes.
Alright, so this will make them cheaper to build. China has joined the European Defense League. Okay, so the European Defense League is basically the not Central Powers. But France is involved. France and Germany aligned. I never would have thought that coming. And we're just sitting here in Cuba. Just chilling. Having fun.
Well, we're just developing.
We're just balling.
So, yeah.
We have a nice army of 11 divisions of mostly infantry. Germany has demanded territory, a very tiny amount from Lithuania, and they've stolen it. Modify officer corps. Do we want to add another high command? Amphibious assaults, or minus enemy air support, or improve our naval bombers by 3%?
What's it? Yes, one.
The amphibious assault one?
Yeah.
Cool, alright.
Might as well get the Marines, there.
Marines that we don't have. Mexico has declared war on Guatemala, and Guatemala has joined the Allies. Declared war on Honduras, and El Salvador has just joined the Allies. I like how it's kind of weird because the Allies in this universe are now a fascist faction.
Weird.
Because Britain is the only fascist left. Artillery's done.
Alright.
Shall we continue to improve our artillery, or different direction?
Continue developing artillery. You need some,
shall we start producing some so we can add it to our infantry?
Yes.
Alright, towed artillery over here. We're currently making only one of these a week. We'll add it to our infantry brigade. Each of these will require 12 artillery. And since Britain left India, Pakistan has now popped out of India. And what's our new focus? Army, Air Force, Navy, nukes.
Let's see here. How's our army going? How's that doing?
What is the army? The army currently is 87,000 people, all infantry, and we're currently grinding out some artillery pieces for them.
Alright, we should focus on army and...
Alright, focusing on the army.
Yeah.
They were all already trained, so it will take some time to produce all these artillery pieces that we need. But we're making them.
Yep.
This is the advantage of concentrating all of our factories together, even though we are slightly out of date on our factories. And we're out of manpower, actually. Why are we out of manpower? Oh, it's because we put all of our manpower into our shitty destroyers. Well, Guatemala is dead, so we need to up our conscription law, but in order to up our conscription law, we have to actually be at war. Thankfully, it is 68% spiciness, so we might actually be able to get involved soon. Yes, we can send volunteers.
Finally.
We can send one unit of volunteers and get involved, finally. Who are we sending volunteers for, and for what war?
Okay,
Are we helping the British, the Germans, the Americans?
I guess the Americans.
We're sending a division to the Americans. We will select this division because they're all the same. Say, hey, America, here you go. Our troops are on their way to join the American struggle. So I guess we are definitely on Team European Defense League right now.
Basically, yeah.
Even though we haven't officially joined the faction.
It's mercenary work, essentially.
It's just like, hey, anyone want to go join the Americans?
Yeah,
the one division has arrived in Maryland. Wonderful. The Brigade de Asentio. Oh, we actually customize our field marshal. What kind of field marshal we want him to be? Offensive, defensive, or sexy as hell?
It's offensive.
Offensive doctrine. All right. Our division is in Maryland. Where do you want them going?
I guess the coastline
of America.
No. Where are they fighting? Where is America fighting?
Oh, where is America fighting? America is currently at war with the Allies, which consists of Britain, who is at war with Ireland, but Ireland has pushed them off the island against all this, but there's all naval fighting. We could go help on the Guatemalan front down here.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Guatemala front, right there.
All right, everyone, head down to Central America. Research slot available.
Okay. Oh boy.
Want to update our industry, engineering, Air Force.
guess wait.
Air Force?
Oh wait.
Or industry or engineering?
Engineering. Let's focus on.
Alright, we could invent the radar, work on 1940 computers, so they're slightly ahead of time, but we have a bonus, or Cuban nuke program.
Is the nuke program even an option now? Because I feel like we're kind of...
What nukes are, is it would require a lot of research, and by a lot of research, I mean several thousand days of research. It would first involve atomic research, then we would have to build a nuclear reactor, which would take a bajillion days to research and then require a lot of production to build. And then we can research this, which allows nuclear bombs. And then, once we have nuclear bombs, we build the nuclear bomb, we build a bomber, we put it over where we want to nuke, and we nuke. Nuclear bombs are one of those, like, end the fucking war now buttons.
Oh boy.
Radar. It is not it's not something you use on a regular basis. It is I am done with this war right now. I would like you to surrender, sir.
That's in Plan C right there. Plan C is right there.
Shall we work on just construction for now, or?
Let's focus on radar. Actually, construction,
radar?
Yeah.
Alright. Which one?
Radar, yeah, radar.
Radar, alright, let's invent the radar.
So how often does a nuclear option happen?
It generally doesn't happen until like 1945 or so. Honduras is mad at us because we're sending divisions down to attack them. How do we respond? Because our volunteers are attacking them. How would we like to respond, sir?
What are my options? I can say
recall our attaché or fuck you.
Fuck you.
Alrighty, cool. I love your approach to diplomatic relations, sir. It's like, hey, you want to be friendly with us? No. Alright, divisions are coming down through Mexico. British Malaya has died. We are now on the Honduras battlefield. We are now fighting the Hondurans directly. And mostly with the help of these communist Mexicans.
That's a unique...
Army effort is done. New focus.
Okay, oh boy, focus.
Equipment, doctrine, trucks, aviation, submarines, cruisers, nukes.
Trucks.
Trucks, so when we attempt to motorize our army, that'll help. Also, we got more max planning from our doctrine. Honduras is dead. Alright, we have cleaned up the Central American front.
Okay.
Oh shit, what is this?
Oh boy.
The Mexican junta has declared war on the Mexican Socialist Republic. Uh-oh. Looks like the Catholics were unhappy with a communist government. So, we sent our troops down to Mexico, and now we have had the Second Crescenta.
Wait, the what?
The forces of the church have once again come into conflict with Mexico, with the communist government renewing its attacks on the church. The emboldened Catholic parties have launched an armed rebellion to seize control of Mexico.
Oh boy.
So are we at war with these guys?
I feel like we probably are.
Yeah, because they're attacking these guys, which are attacking these guys, but no, because this is a civil war, and our troops are American. So they can't get involved.
So we can't get involved either, right? Or...
can't justify a war goal. We need 100% world tension. The British have landed in France. Oh shit, I will send our divisions over to France. Researching.
Okay,
Industry?
Industry, I forgot. Industry just helps factories.
Yeah, so industry is build stuff, factories. Factories build equipment faster.
Let's focus on equipment.
Alright, concentrating our industry together even more. Okay, slight problem. We don't have manpower to deploy our destroyer. So we've built the destroyer, but we can't actually deploy it because there's no one left.
Just no people left?
Oh, well, we've conscripted a complete 2.5% of our people. We can't up conscription without being at war or fascist or communist.
Huh.
And we can't get at war quite yet, so... Options include scrapping this, disbanding part of the army to become sailors, or doing nothing and building convoys.
You said convoys?
We could build more convoys.
Okay, let's do that, I guess.
Keep this in reserve until we have the ability to conscript more people. Alternatively, we could turn fascist or communist, and that'll let us declare war and up our conscription law.
No,
We're sticking with democracy?
Yeah.
Alright, well... Yeah, see, this is the downside of democracy. We can't actually get involved until world gets spicy enough. Alright, we would like to send our guys to France. We need to get to over here, and we need to first go back to America. We want to. Hungarian People's Republic has died.
Oh, your opinion on this? How well am I doing at this? What do you think?
I mean, we still haven't really done anything, but we're getting ready for when we declare war, which is definitely getting close.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the problem with non-historical AI: is the world is not spicy enough.
Yeah.
Let's
I really wonder. I wonder how it does it. How it randomly generates this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, we want. Oh, our troops are in America. That's the problem. So we want to. Can we create a faction with them? Not quite yet. There's no fighting America's doing. Oh, is America at war with Catholic Mexico? No. Can't join wars. I don't know what our American volunteers can do, unfortunately, because we can't send volunteers out of North America. So I guess these guys are just gonna chill in Florida until America gets involved in that war.
Let me guess.
Can we join a faction yet? Please tell me we can join a faction. We need 95% world. We need 80% world tension. We got 74%. Radios are invented.
You mean radar or radar?
Radar has been invented, sir. What do we continue to focus on? Industry?
Can we expand more on the radar? Like, more down there.
Yeah, we'll continue to invest in radar. Second research slot.
Industry?
Industry. The glorious railroad across the entire country is nearing completion. Level 5 railway, level 5 infrastructure. Oh man, your people will love you, sir.
Am I really? How is my popularity?
Alright, in terms of stability, we're at 86%, which is pretty good.
Okay.
In terms of party popularity, not the best. 62% support for democracy, 37% support a communist coup, mostly from our ally, quote-unquote, in Mexico. We could do some raids to lower communist presence, or I can hire a guy to make you more popular.
So raids, so
anti-communist raids this will lower our stability, because we're now raiding random people's houses, but it will also reduce daily communism support for the next 2 months.
I like to do a second option. Better not be be an asshole about it, you know what I mean?
Alright, so we want to hire a democratic reformer?
Yes.
That'll be our next political power spend.
Right.
What are we focusing on for now? Doctrine, aviation?
Aviation, right there.
Aviation effort, cool. Alright, railroad is almost done. Latvia has joined the European Defense League. Lithuania has joined the European Defense League. Can we join the European Defense? Bangladesh has declared war on Pakistan. European Defense League requires people to be non-aligned to join, so we will probably not be joining that. And the railway's done! We have level 5 infrastructure and a level 5 railway all across Cuba. You have literally built a utopian island.
Really?
You have the best infrastructure and the highest railroad in the entire game.
Okay.
Alright. What do we want to build? We can build more space for the airplanes, radar, or, I guess, forts.
Forts. Let's invest in some forts.
Alright, land forts for a attack over land, or coastal forts in case of a naval invasion?
Coastal.
Alright, cool. I will build up some coastal forts for us.
Yeah.
Mexican Socialist Republic has declared war on Costa Rica. Costa Rica has joined allies. Okay, please tell me this means we can get involved quite yet.
Jesus.
We need world tension at 80%. Panama has joined the allies. No, if you've declared war on... And maybe that means our American volunteers can get involved if you're about to declare war there. Finland has accepted Soviet demands for territory. Panama is dead. Nicaragua has been declared war on. Cool, so we can get involved in the Nicaraguan war.
Finally,
our volunteers are helping, so we can't quite... you have to call America and the rest of them into that war. I mean, this is helping our generals get experience at the very least.
True, yeah.
We are out of fuel, so that means we can stop sizing. Nicaragua is finally dead, and we helped in that.
That's a good thing.
Alright, where's our division? Send the division down to Costa Rica. Finish up Costa Rica. For our last officer corps, minus enemy air superiority or better naval bombers?
Better naval bombers.
Cool. Notice from Japan, they don't want to trade with us anymore.
You don't want to trade anymore?
Nope.
Is it because we,
don't know.
the country?
We'll need to get our steel from somewhere else.
Okay, France.
Alright, buy and steal from the French.
Yeah.
Research slot.
Okay.
Industry?
So again.
Still industry?
Did we go into trucks and all that stuff, or
We have a 300% bonus to invent the truck.
how good is that? It's pretty good, right?
Well, generally it takes 200 days. We can do it in 47.
Might as well if we have the bonus.
Alright, cool. We can invent the truck. That'll help if we
Wait,
ever want to motorize our infantry. Costa Rica
how come
is dead.
How come we have 300%?
Because
Why?
we did a focus called motorization effort, which gives us a 300% bonus to just inventing trucks.
Okay.
Alright, want to keep going for naval forts? Do you want to build a radar station in Cuba now that we've got level 2 radars?
Yes.
Alright, building radar stations in Cuba. Alright, American volunteers. There's no... Oh shit, 2 things.
What?
So, you know that civil war in Turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess who we found out was behind that? Much to the entire world's dismay, the Ottoman Sultanate has been returned to his throne after the civil war between the conservatives and the secularists. In an extravagant ceremony right out of the medieval ages, the Sultan was restored to his former position, and Mustafa Kemal's Ataturk's republic was dissolved forever. The Sultan addressed his newly reborn country, expressing a mix of surprise and humility over the fact that he was restored to his old station. The new Sultan is a mild-mannered man, but is surrounded by a court of warmongers and traditionalists. Experts who never believed the Sultan's return was even possible are clueless as to what the future will hold. We got the Ottoman Empire, motherfuckers.
They're back?
They are back. Led by a really nice guy.
Shield guy?
A relatively nice guy. Also, slight problems with the election, sir. You won, but the communist movement in Cuba, fueled by broad dissatisfaction among the working class and Mexican terrorists, has grown large enough to lead to the formation of several communist parties. After one of these has gained considerable support in the current election, politicians have started debating whether or not to seek their support in forming the government. Although the communists consider our democracy to be little more than tyranny, they seek eager to make the changes they want to see through cooperating with the government rather than overthrowing it. So we can either cooperate with the communists, which will give more communist support, or broad coalition of democracy, which will give slightly more democracy at the cost of stability. So it looks like that the Mexican propaganda is having an effect. We got quite a few communists in the government, sir.
Jesus. Oh boy.
So are we working with the communists or telling them to fuck off?
Boy, I don't know, actually. I really don't know.
Welcome to wacky alt history. I mean, we could just embrace this and just flip communist, like you originally intended.
So, like, I mean, oh boy.
We're at 59% support for democracy and 40% support for communists. I might be able to hire a guy in about 100 days to help fix this.
Right. So if we just go with it, we can just fix it later, right?
Hopefully. Assuming they don't start a revolution.
Alright, for now, I think we should meet with their demands, and yeah, you could probably hire
rather reform than revolution?
Yes, I guess, for now.
Oh boy, alrighty. Let's see if we can... We are currently at 50% communist support and 49% democratic support.
Oh boy.
Revolution incoming soon, maybe. Aviation efforts done. Where are we heading next? We could do Why We Fight to give us stability and war support.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Now that world tension is high enough. Does that mean we can actually get involved yet? Yes, but we need more world tension to get involved.
You need 80%, right?
We need 100% to justify a war goal and 80% to join one of these factions.
Alright, 80%. We're almost
78%.
Yeah, we need 2 more percents of it.
Shall we continue doing the anti-communist raids?
I mean, like...
Well, yeah, we can start raiding communists, or we can wait until I can hire a democratic reformer who might slowly fix this problem.
Democratic reformer, I rather,
Oh boy, alright, so... Italy has joined the British Empire. United States has made their own faction, consisting of themselves and Ethiopia. ASA has joined the European Defense League. Eritrea has joined the Allies. So, okay, who is the big democratic faction right now? Where the hell? Okay. Diplomacy, country list. So we got the Mutual Assistance Bloc, which is all the commies. The Allies, which is the fascists. The Bolivarian Alliance, which is just Mexico. The European Defense League, which won't let us in because we're not aligned. And the major democratic faction is the American one, which is will let us in, but we need a world tension of 95%. All right. Eritrea has issued a diplomatic protest. This tiny country, which barely exists, is telling us to stop sending our military advisors to America. Your response, Mr. President?
Alright, so it told us to stop.
This tiny African country is bitching at us.
It wants us to, like,
recall our military attaché that we sent to America a few months ago.
And, oh boy. Yeah, no, fuck him.
Okay, cool, fuck you, Eritrea. Very, very great approach to diplomatic policies, just telling everyone to fuck off. Alright, truck is done. What are we investing in now, sir?
Alright. Do we still got that 300 bonus to truck, no, right?
Yeah, we have now invented the truck.
Okay. Okay.
Keep working on industry, computers, Air Force. Computers, alright. More better computers. World is getting very spicy. Hopefully we can hire that democratic reformer before the communists launch a coup, which is very likely right now, President, sir.
Yeah.
That's... Oh, we got doctrine available, better disperse fighting. Oh boy, alright, so you know those communists we invited to join the government? Well, they often consider themselves to be part of an international revolution, and our choice to accept them as partners in our government has drawn the attention of many of their international allies. Representatives of communist parties from China maintain close ties to the nation of Cuba, and we may need to acknowledge the Cuban foreign policy if we wish to retain our support. So we can either appreciate that communist China is influencing our government and gain more communism, or gain a little bit democracy but minus stability.
A little bit more democracy.
Alright, down that path leads the dissolution of Cuba itself. We are closing in to being able to hire a democratic reformer. Ooh, alright, two things just happened. The Bulgarian government is saying they support terrorists to retake this part of their country. And Qing China, so the part of... Okay, so the non-aligned part of China has declared a war of independence from the Japanese.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Following a period of internal power struggle between the Japanese administration and the government of this big balls, the fight for supremacy in Manchuria has reached a boiling point. The confrontation was set off by an incident in the imperial household in which a Japanese general supposedly insulted the emperor by demanding that he bow. Outraged, Puyi responded that the son of heaven does not bow, and struck the general with his cane, ordering his military to immediately remove all Japanese soldiers from China immediately. So Manchuria is declaring independence. Hey, we can hire a democratic reformer. Hopefully we don't turn communist. Doctrine available. Paired defense. Let us see why we fight. 82%. Next focus. More doctrine.
Again? More doctrine?
Better equipment. Doctrine. Mechanization. Close air support, naval bombers, rockets, submarines, cruisers, nukes.
What's mechanisms? What's that about?
Mechanization. This would help us invent mechanized infantry. So, like, Amtraks and stuff.
Okay, why are Amtraks? They're like...
Amtraks are these, where we equip our infantry with APCs and infantry Viking vehicles. It's basically slightly slower than trucks, but it's basically half and half between trucks and full-on tanks.
I think that's good actually. You know.
All right, so work on mechanization. Do you want to actually deploy some mechanized units in the future, because again, currently our army is purely infantry?
Actually, no. Let's go back to I guess develop some cruisers. You know.
All right, so hopefully develop cruisers in the future. And our army, our navy, still consists of a bunch of shitty destroyers, which we have quite a few of now. We're up to 9 destroyers. We are at 82%. Can we join the American faction yet? Faction. They need world tension at 95% because of their undisturbed isolationism. Can we join? They'd let us join if we had enough non-aligned popularity, but we're not a monarchy, unfortunately. We still have that Bulgarian attestation. Bulgaria has joined the not Central Powers. Are you seeing why I don't normally play democracy in this game?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Finland has joined the not Central Powers. Radar station on Cuba has completed first level of construction and is nearing second level of construction. Ooh, shit, what is this? A tree. So China Mao is dead. China has unified, and communists. China has unified and taken half of Hungary, while the rest of Hungary has been puppeted by Czechoslovakia. Alright, so communism is dead, except for in the Soviet Union, which is still in their civil war. They are fighting in Odessa, funny enough. Not like that's current events or anything. Italy is bitching at us for our involvement in America. How do we respond? How do we respond to Mussolini?
Oh boy.
Recall attaché or fuck you?
I mean, oh boy. It's jeez, I don't know. Because
Welcome to
I
international
guess
relations. How
might be
much do we
good.
care about? What's it called? How much do we care about Italy's opinion?
How good is Italy? I'm curious.
They are fascist and in a faction with British Empire.
Oh yeah, fuck them. Fuck fascism.
All right, fuck you. The Chinese government has decided. Ooh, so as part of that treaty, China has decided to give Germany back this tiny colony over here. Called Tsingtao.
Interesting.
Portugal has joined Mexico's faction, which means we're at 100% world tension, which means, hey, America, you guys want to join the North American Entente?
Hell yeah.
Cool. Cuba has joined the North American Entente, which means we can... America would like to call us to war against the British Empire, Malaysia, and Italy. Shall we accept?
Yes.
Cuba is at war. Alright, what are we doing, sir?
Alright, so it's England.
So we are the North American Entente. So us, America, and Ethiopia, alongside France, Germany, Ireland, China, Bulgaria, Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, and Mexico, and Portugal, are at war with a bunch of dead nations, Italy and Britain. So we have definitely joined the winning side.
Okay, so which one's weaker? Italy or UK?
Italy's armies consist of 28 to 93 divisions. Britain has 31 to 80. We have 10.
Okay.
Also, we are on multiple fronts. We could try and save Portugal here. We could start fighting across Africa. We could try to clean up Ethiopia, or we could go try to march right into Rome from the French border.
Is there any water-based assaults we can do?
We could try a naval invasion, absolutely, but both Britain and Italy have a huge navy.
Okay. So I guess we should try to focus on trying to get clean up Ethiopia, you said?
We could try is there any war here? We could try to clean up Britain's African colonies.
How hard would that be to do?
There's not a whole lot of infrastructure down here in Africa, but that also means there's probably not a lot of people defending it.
Let's try that, actually. That's good,
Alright, where are we landing? We gonna land up here in Casablanca, or are we gonna ask the British or are we gonna ask the Portuguese if we can land in Angola?
I guess, Casablanca.
Alright, going for the historical path, I see. Wonderful. Alright, so...
Wait, what was that supposed to mean?
Well, we're landing in North Africa, the exact place the Americans landed in North Africa. Hey, hey France, you okay with that? Cool. You'll tell them... The French are at war with the Italians, right? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jesus, how long did it take us to get here?
It is May 1940, so it has been 4 years since we started.
Alright, and right now, an hour. Right?
It is 9:36.
Jesus, it took an hour to get here.
Are you seeing why I like this game?
I mean, it's fun, but Jesus, it's a lot of paving. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of intent. Do you want to call this here and we finish this up later?
I kind of get this thing going, and then we can,
All right, so we're sending the armies to North Africa. Air Force, where are they headed? Also North Africa?
Yeah, might as well.
There's no airports over here.
Really?
There are no airports here. Because remember, we joined the American faction. America is friends with us. Ethiopia. I mean, we could send the Air Force to Ethiopia.
Is that where the Americans are? Or
they're in the American faction.
So yeah, I guess send them over there.
All right, Air Force, Ethiopia. What about our 9 destroyers? Where are they headed?
Where can they be so they don't get fucking wrecked, basically?
In terms of strategic navy, we don't know a whole lot, unfortunately, because we literally just joined the war. We could send them to guard the Iberian coast. We could send them to come down here to the Gulf of Guinea and help out in the Ethiopian front.
Yeah, put them in Guinea.
All right, cool. Fleet, go down to Ethiopia. Air Force, go to Ethiopia. not want to spend the army to Ethiopia, or are we still sending the army to North Africa?
I guess probably everyone Ethiopia.
Everyone to
Basically,
Ethiopia. All right, cool.
might have a private presence there.
All right, so we will be from Ethiopia, hopefully liberating Tanzania.
Yeah.
But it will take some time for our guys to get to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Spain has joined the Allies, so that's the fascist faction. This tiny African nation has asked us for a pact of non-aggression.
So, like, you know...
Don't declare war on us, and we won't declare war on you.
Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough.
Ireland wants the same thing.
Yeah, I'm cool with the Irish.
China, one of the Chinas wants the same thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Regular China wants the same thing.
China's on our side, right?
China's on our side, yes.
Alright. Anyone that's on our side, yeah, basically.
France wants to park some troops in Cuba.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And also France wants a non-aggression pact.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. We are sending the troops to Ethiopia. We'll take some time to get there.
Boy.
Spain has declared war on us because we're at war with them. Eritrea has declared war on us for the same reason. Philippines wants to send us a boat.
Okay, that's good.
Haiti wants to send us some boats.
Okay. Yeah, the boats are coming in, I guess. You know?
People want to send us boats. Alright,
All
cool.
What kind of boats were there? Were they
These
like
are convoys. People are just sending us free convoys.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
British, blah, 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 blah. Okay, all the wars are being merged. Air Force has arrived in Ethiopia. Cool, okay. Do we have the range to reach the front lines?
All right.
No, we don't, because we have such short-range aircraft. Can we build an airbase closer to the front lines? Yes, we can.
Jesus.
Alright. Lithuania and Bulgaria want non-aggression pacts.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want me to just say yes to all of these?
Yeah, unless it's like very out of the ordinary. Just tell me, you know?
Alrighty. Hey, America offers us a research slot because we're in a faction with them.
Wait, what is it?
America's offering us a research slot if we do technology sharing.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Alright, so that means they get access to their technology and we get a research slot.
Okay, good.
Alright. Troops are landing in the Gambia and Sierra Leone. I guess we don't have naval supremacy, so they'd rather just walk across Africa. And Finland says non-aggression, sure. Logistical fulfillment, we don't have any trains. I will start building some war austerity trains.
Like in Cuba or
well,
like somewhere
we're
else?
in Africa right now.
Okay, might as well get the trains over there.
Yeah, we can either build them or we can steal them from the civilians, which will cost us stability.
Alright, make them ourselves. You want to be like an asshole about it.
That'll take some time, sir. We can only build 6 per year.
Alright.
Alright, everyone's done with their Lend-Lease. Doctrine available. We were in a naval battle.
Did we win?
We lost 2 supply convoys to the British.
Oh boy.
Because we don't have naval supremacy, so our convoys are going just completely unescorted to Africa currently.
Okay. Can I still research it or no?
When a research slot comes up, I'll let you know.
Alright, because if you see, just put that in Navy stuff, you know?
Speaking of which, do you want to send the Navy to go protect our convoys? Because currently they're chilling in Cuba.
Yes.
Because I don't know how effective they'll be at defending our convoys, but...
It's better to have some than none.
So we'd like them to protect that general area, and we'll select that, split, and now we need fuel. Oh, actually, do you want to renegotiate the trade agreements now that we're at war?
Yeah, that's probably the best thing. Yeah.
Okay, so who we getting steel from? And keep in mind, we will be we're an island, so we'll have to import it across what's it called, water, and that matters quite a lot right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you put all research into Navy right now, because
well, we only have 3 research slots, and they're all in use right now.
God damn it. Okay, yeah, okay.
So who we buying steel from?
All right, steel from America
and aluminum.
Okay, who has aluminum?
America, France, Yugoslavia, China, Greece, Netherlands, Norway.
Alright, aluminum from the United States too.
Alright, so that'll be a very close proximity trade. So
yeah, that's smart.
Won't be uninterrupted. We also need to buy fuel, by the way, because we now have everything active and we don't produce oil as Cuba. So who are we buying fuel from? Also America?
Who's closer, like, besides America?
America has oil, Venezuela has oil, Mexico has oil, Romania has oil, but that's in Europe.
Mexico.
Alright, buy from Mexico. There we go. Fuel reserves are now dealt with. Portugal is dead. The supply is still horrible because we still don't have any trains. But at least our convoys aren't being raided anymore.
Alright, trains and...
we need few trains. And unfortunately, we don't have that much of an industry here in Cuba. Do you want to up the conscription law? Industrial concern, tank designer.
Industrial.
Alright, industrial designer. Alright, troops are in Ethiopia.
Okay, good.
Alright, so how's the airbase looking? We made an airbase.
Oh yeah, we have one airbase.
We have one entire airbase. Deploy some of those. So our single fighter, air superiority, these fighters, air superiority, these are fighters, air superiority, these are naval bombers. Where do you want the naval bombers? Want to send them to Europe, bomb the Red Sea, southern France. Actually, no, we don't have any. They're not in our faction. That's a completely different faction.
Okay, oh boy,
We send them back to Cuba.
Okay, I guess send them back to Cuba, I guess?
Alright, cool. Naval bombers, go and bomb any ships you see near Cuba.
Yeah.
It'll take them a while to come back from Ethiopia.
I guess they're doing. It's not so bad right now, right? It's like everything.
Well, we're on the front line right now. Fortunately, we don't have enough trains to be pushing quite yet. Latvia wants to send us some, though.
What?
Latvia wants to send us some, though, because we're currently missing some.
Yeah.
We're making in one train per month, though.
Okay, still, that's good.
The Ottoman Sultanate has joined the European Defense League. That is good for... Yes, we're on the same tide as the European Defense League.
All right.
And Jared's justification of war goals against us or our allies. Who is justifying war on us? Mexico is justifying a war against us.
Oh boy.
What do we do?
Oh, so
I guess them a non-aggression pact.
I guess so. Yeah, non-aggression.
Alright. I mean, they're still justifying, but they won't be able to use it because they can't break that pact.
Yeah.
Naval bombers are in Cuba. Do you want them to just chill in Cuba, or do you want them to actively search the seas for ships near Cuba in the Caribbean?
Ships near Cuba.
Alright, if you guys find anything, let me know. Currently, they're finding nothing, but if we find anything, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Don't know why there would be ships this close to America, but just in case. Communists are influencing foreign policy. Hey, so those Mexicans we invited into our government, they want us to be friends with Mexico, but that will lead to more communism. Or minus stability, more democracy.
How much is our stability right now?
54%, so pretty even.
Okay,
We're taking a penalty due to, mostly due to being at war.
It's down that. Yeah, it's more democracy, basically.
More democracy. Alright, so we're down to 50% stability.
Okay, oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, new research slot is available.
Alright,
you said you want Navy?
Yeah, Navy.
Alright, what are we researching? Up-to-date destroyers, start work on cruisers, battleships, carriers, submarines, or stuff to put on ships, like, say, transport ships or mines.
I guess, we'll upgrade our... Actually, we'll work on the mines and stuff like that, probably.
You want to invent mine warfare?
Yes.
Okay, so this tech will let us lay and sweep for mines. And focus.
Focus. What can we focus on?
Equipment, doctrine, mechanization, close air support, rocketry, naval bombers, submarines, capital ships, nukes, or nothing, and just focus on building as many planes as possible. If you're done with the national focuses.
Oh yeah. So say it again. I'm just a lot of shit right here. You know what I mean?
Welcome to strategy games. So we can better infantry weapons, land doctrine, mechanization, close air support, rocketry, naval bombers, submarines, battleships, nukes. Just worry about production.
Battleships we should probably work on.
You want to do battleship focus. Oh boy. Alright. No promises we're going to get that done, sir.
Or actually, it's like air. Should like, air, close air combat, I guess.
Close air support? Alright. Let me change that. So happy you can change focuses in progress. Research.
Yeah. Research.
We'll be researching. So, we currently have our troops here in Ethiopia. I think you can probably see the front. We could push. Main problems is they're superior to us. There's a river, and we have no supply.
I guess we should work on supply,
Alright, few ways we could do that. Option 1 is building transport planes. Option 2 is inventing logistics companies.
Let's try logistics companies.
Alright, so that will require us to invent 1918 support equipment. Because we've been neglecting that up until now.
There's a lot of shit I've been neglecting, let's be honest here.
Yeah, do you want us to start the offensive, sir, or...?
Yeah, offensive, yeah.
Alright, that's a lot of red bubbles. Nation Francais, what is that? Oh no. Oh boy. You seeing what I'm seeing?
It's a delay, so.
Uh-oh. Look what the
What?
British did.
What did they do?
That's a lot of fascism in France. There has been a fascist civil war in France.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is the stream caught up now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so that just happened, and they immediately joined the Allies. What makes you make me think that the British were immediately behind that?
Oh boy. I think that's enough Hearts of Iron for tonight. I don't know. I
Alright,
want to go.
you want to call this here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna save this, Fred. You made it to the 7th of September, 1940, Presidente.
Jesus Christ.
It's been 4 years. We've been playing for 2 hours. We've conquered 0.1% of the world.
Yeah.
And, I mean, our army's 91,000 people. It's pretty good.
That's good.
We've lost
Yeah.
7,000 of them so far.
Oh boy.
But there we go. Congrats, you made it 4 years in game.
Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't. What you about to say?
I said, was it fun?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Awesome. We can continue it some other time if you'd like.
Yeah. I gotta get this one of these days. It was.
No worries.
There's like a free weekend thing they had like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't download it because I didn't want to. I was gonna download it, but they had to make me do like a launcher and shit. But I didn't want to do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, TTYL. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and we can maybe play that other game tomorrow if you're free.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Yeah, that was fun. All right. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Have a good
All
night.
right. Thanks. Good night.